Hi, and welcome to Field Data Collection with QGIS and Mergin Maps. My name is Kurt Menke, and I work with Septima in Copenhagen, Denmark. I'm a longtime QGIS user. I first downloaded it in 2005 when it was at 0.6. I've been teaching QGIS since 2009 when it was at version 1.0. And at Septima, I'm a QGIS consultant, so I do a mix of spatial analysis, cartography, and teaching. I'm a QGIS certified instructor and an OSGEO charter member. These are the course topics, and I know there's a lot of bullet points here, but the main points are in bold. We're going to start the course by learning how to configure a project in QGIS for use in Mergin Maps that'll give you the most flexibility in data collection. So here, this will be most of the work, and you'll learn how to do things such as set up online and offline base maps. You'll learn some useful layer and project level settings for Mergin Maps, how to configure field widgets, use the drag and drop designer, and other useful things. Once we have the project set up, we will learn how to work with the QGIS plugin for Mergin Maps to make a Mergin Maps project from our QGIS project. You'll then get onto your mobile device and download the project onto your mobile device, go outside and collect some data. And once you've been outside collecting some data, you can come back in and we will review the data, synchronize it back to QGIS Desktop so you can see the data that you collected. And then to finish the course, we'll go over any specific questions you have about your workflows. We'll learn some other ways to set up Mergin Map projects that are much more simple, and then some other tips and tricks like working with maybe existing data sets and topics like that. In the course itself, you'll receive a handout which will help guide you through the tasks that we're going to be working on. There are some other resources too. Since this course was developed originally as an online course, there's a nice set of step-by-step instructions and a corresponding series of task-based YouTube videos that you'll get links to so that you can have these resources when you're back in the office and you want to revisit how to do a particular task. And in terms of course data, there is no course data because you're going to create that yourself. You will receive an official QGIS certificate with the course that'll look something like this. So in QGIS, we have two separate data collection apps. QField, developed by OpenQGIS.ch in Switzerland, and Mergin Maps, developed by Lutra Consulting out of the UK. And these apps are both, they use basically the same, very similar underlying QGIS code base on the mobile app. They have a lot more in common than differences, but we're going to be working with Mergin Maps specifically because I think the synchronization piece that they've developed with Mergin Maps is the best of the two. So when you're working with QGIS and Mergin Maps, you begin in QGIS Desktop typically, and you construct your project. You then use the plugin to push that up to your Mergin Maps cloud account, and get onto your mobile device, open up the app, and pull the project onto your phone. At that point, you can use Mergin Maps synchronization to sync the data back and forth between desktop and mobile, and also review the data in the cloud. So we'll learn how to do that near the end of the course. In terms of software requirements for the course, I recommend that you have QGIS 3.2.2, which is the current long-term release, or a more recent version. This course is happening the week that QGIS is going to switch to having 3.2.8 as being the new long-term release. So if you want to install 3.2.8, that's fine too. I'm also going to have you create a Mergin Maps account for free if you haven't done that already, and download the QGIS plugin for Mergin Maps. And finally, install the Mergin Maps input application on your mobile device. You can install this on Android or Apple devices, and actually even Windows devices now. So that's a short introduction to the course, and I look forward to seeing you.